33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
3rd and 2, Willis. That's complete to Traylon Burks. On the move past the 40.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Henry up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, here's Willis.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And he's got it. And he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
Willis on the sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Titans are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A first down carry for Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 30 on second down, Lawrence. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They keep it with Henry on first down. Bulldozes past him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Henry. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Running from the gun with Henry. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Inside handoff, Henry. And some room to work. And down inside the 15 he goes.
106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Off tackle left with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Give to Cook out of the gun. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis on the out route. He's got Burks. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Willis looking to throw it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Rough incompletions at 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
He's got Allen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 72 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead.
The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence, throw left side, complete to Ingram.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He targets Ingram for another grab.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Titans' 8-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Odell Beckham from 6 yards away.
And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point safely through. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
This is caught. It's Woods.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
22 yards. First down, Titans.
Running left, it's Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff to Henry. Room here to run. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
24, Jaguars 14. Randy Bullock to kick off for the Titans.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fields this way up at the 17.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result. And that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 12.
Willis rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case,
They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second and goal, Lawrence. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. The point after is good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
A give to Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Henry again on second down.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now Willis on third down.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines field. themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Lawrence going to throw again.
He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 25 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now on 2nd and 16. Lawrence caught left side. It's Beckham. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Third down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 4 yards out.
And the Jags put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw pulled in by Woods.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
1st and 10 now, Willis and the Titans.
At the 40.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Trayvon Walker able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Willis.
And he's going to go down again. In there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
And to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Lawrence will throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's made plenty of plays throughout this game, pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. Was shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
Now Lawrence to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Willis to throw.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Throwing, Willis.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Willis.
Gets it to Burks. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Now Willis.
And that will be incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Willis, fourth down, has to have it.
Wide open receiver, complete.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. Bullock's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
The Jaguars season will